Happy Cardigan, whose efforts to drill an oil well have been hampered by a mysterious band of horsemen known as the Vanishing Legion, has settled his differences with the Legion, and they are now united against the mysterious criminal who calls himself the Voice. The Legion, under command of Stevens, is at the oil field guarding Jed Williams, the original owner of the property, who is wanted by the sheriff on a charge of having murdered Stevens' brother, Len. Agents of the mysterious Voice are advancing on the oil field to attack the Legion and capture Williams. Meanwhile, Cardigan is racing against time in a last-minute effort to bring in an oil well before his drilling contract expires.
Get back, quick. That ends Cardigan's chance of bringing in a well.
Yeah, you fixed Cardigan all right. Look!
I guess you're safe now, Williams. The Voice isn't likely to attack you again.
Don't fool yourself, Stevens. The Voice is more dangerous than ever, now that we're closing in on him.
Gee, Mr. Cardigan, do you think he'll attack Dad again?
No, Jimmy, don't worry. We wouldn't give him a chance to strike. We'll get after the Voice.
You mean to say you know who the Voice is?
Yes, and I have my plans all laid to capture him. I'll phone Mr. Hornbeck that we brought the well in. Then we'll get after the Voice. Hello, Mr. Hornbeck. Cardigan speaking. Well, we've done it at last. We just brought in a gusher.
Good work, Cardigan. I'll notify the directors at once.
Yeah? Have them meet me at your house. I'm very anxious to see them. Oh, it's a long story. Can't tell it over the phone. Be sure and get Bishop and Allen and Warren. I'm very anxious about Miss Hall. Have you found any trace of her?
No, I'm afraid something serious has happened to her. You remember, the Voice attacked her once before.
If the Voice has got her, I know who he is. The sheriff. The woman who took Miss Hall away was an agent of the sheriff.
You mean you think the sheriff is the Voice?
I'll tell you all about it when I see you. Be sure and have the three directors there. All right, goodbye.
Hello. Was that you, Miss Lois? What? She's gone? Who took her?
3 men. They're taking her away in a car right now.
Oh. They're slipping something over on me, huh? Well, I've changed my plans. I don't need Miss Hall. I can capture Williams without her.
Okay, Mr. Cardigan. I understand. We'll be there when you want us.
Before you go, you telephone the sheriff and tell him to meet me at Hornbeck's house, will you? Tell him I have a prisoner for him.
Gee, Mr. Cardigan, now that you've tamed my wild horse, I guess I'll let you ride him.
Oh, I wouldn't think of taking him away from you, Jimmy. Rex and I understand each other, but you're the only one he loves.
Miss Hall.
Hello, Hornbeck.
My dear girl, I'm glad to see you safe. Where did you find her?
They rescued me from that terrible woman.
Oh, we don't deserve much credit, you know. Miss Hall engineered her own escape.
Yes, Miss Hall engineered her own escape.
She dropped a note out of the window addressed to you at your office. We merely followed it up.
Yeah, we merely followed it up.
In fact, she was beating the woman up when we got there.
Yes, she was beating the woman up when we got there.
Cardigan says that woman is an agent of the sheriff.
Sheriff?
And Cardigan believes that the sheriff is the voice.
The voice, the voice.
Well, I'll be switched. I've been telling you that all the time, haven't I? No.
Well, Sheriff, what brings you here?
Hello, Hornbeck. Well, I see you found your secretary. Well, young lady, what do you mean by giving Mr. Hornbeck such a scare?
Don't blame her. She's had a narrow escape from that mysterious criminal that calls himself the Voice.
The voice? Ah, a lot of baloney. Whoever saw the voice? Well, don't look at me. I'm not the voice. Am I?
I don't know.
Cardigan sent word for me to meet him here. Said he was going to have a prisoner for me. A prisoner?
Oh,
Wait till you see the window open, Jimmy.
Leave it to me, Mr. Cardigan.
William. So this is your prisoner, eh? William, I arrest you for the murder of Len Stevens.
No, Sheriff. That isn't the prisoner I meant. Williams is the one man in the world that couldn't have murdered Stevens.
Ah, talk sense, Cardigan. We all know that Williams is guilty. Stevens, before he died, wrote Williams' name in the sand.
Just a minute. Which hand did Stevens write with?
Well, the right one, of course.
Exactly. That proves that Stevens couldn't have written Williams' name in the sand because Len Stevens was left-handed.
That's true. My brother was left-handed. You mean whoever murdered Stevens wrote Williams' name to throw the blame on him?
Exactly.
Well, you're so smart. Who was?
The man that wanted Williams out of the way. The man that's been trying to murder Williams ever since he was arrested at Slocum. The Voice.
That's easy to say. But who is the voice?
I'll get to that in a minute. Don't you think it's warm in here?
Yes. The voice! Come on, get out of here!
The Voice is going to speak.
The voice speaking. Come quickly to Hornbeck's house.
interesting thing, the radio, isn't it, Sheriff?
Just what's your game, Cardigan? I know those shots were a trick of yours. If you know who the voice is, talk.
You tell him, Williams.
The day Len Stevens was murdered, he came to me and bought the oil rights to my land. I gave him a sort of deed. Whoever killed him did it to destroy the paper and blame the murder on me after I left town.
You mean the voice is one of the owners of the oil company? What?
That's it.
Who is the guilty one? Which one is the voice?
Stop Cardigan before he ruins everything. The voice has spoken.
We got you dead to right, Hornbeck. Come out!
All right. I'll come out. Wait until I turn off the current.
Come on, hurry up! He's gone! Gone!
What do you mean?
Scatter around the house!
What is the... Have a look in there and see. Where could he have gone to?
Quick, went that way.
No chance of getting him now.
We still got Rex, Mr. Cardigan.
That's Jimmy's wild saddle. He can outrun any horse that lives.
Rex! Get on, Mr. Cardigan.
Rick! Rick! Ain't any of you boys missing, is there?
Well, Cardigan, this is your finish. Turning yellow, eh? Drop that gun, quick!
Hornback almost got you, huh?
No, just a scratch. I guess the old boy would have gotten you hadn't been for Rex here.
All right, lift their guns, boys.
What's all this, Cardigan?
Well, this is Hornbeck's gang. The men that captured them are the Vanishing Legion.
The Vanishing Legion? That gang of lawbreakers?
They're not lawbreakers, Sheriff. They've been on the side of the law all the time. They were merely trying to prevent people from taking oil out of the ground that had no right to it.
The Legion is ridden for the last time, Sheriff. From now on, they'll all be too busy at the oil fields.
You mean the Milesburg Oil Company don't own any of the oil fields?
No, Sheriff. My niece here is the sole heiress of my brother. He brought the property oil rights from Williams. We men of the Legion were promised a share for helping her establish her claim.
Let's not forget that we couldn't have established our claim without Mr. Williams. I vote he share equally with the rest.
You're right.
Gee, Gab, we're rich.
Thanks to Miss Hall.
And Mr. Cardigan.
You wouldn't forget your old partner, would you, son?
All right, boys, take them away.
What about Cardigan, Caroline? How does he figure in our new company?
Rex! I guess Rex wants you to go home.
Oh, Rex wants me to go home, huh?
Yeah.